We begin with the health alert. The red tide has come to Alabama shores.
And tonight, the Department of Health warning everyone who gets near the water, even if they don't get in.
NBC 15's Corey Pippen is live at the Baldwin County Health Department. Corey?
Well, Greg, Kim, the state health department is issuing warnings about the red tide found along our beaches, and local officials are helping spread the word about its potential impacts. Red tide has made its way to the Alabama Gulf Coast. The state health department says water samples taken on Monday show low to medium levels of the toxin-releasing algal blooms from Little Lagoon Pass in Gulf Shores to Alabama Point in Orange Beach. Concerning news for Mobile native Stephen Krigler, who brought his family down to Gulf Shores for Thanksgiving.
Knowing the effects that it's had on Florida and now moving toward the Gulf Coast, certainly as an avid sportsman, fisherman, certainly brings in quite an effect.
The effect of red tide on Florida's coastlines and its marine life since it appeared last year has been devastating. While our area's levels are likely not high enough to do that type of damage, state and local officials say it is enough to possibly cause some fish kills, as well as nose, throat, or eye irritation and problems for those with respiratory issues.
So if you have any health complications and you get down here and you start noticing any difficulties breathing, it's best just leave the beach.
Melvin Shepard, beach safety supervisor for Gulf Shores, says he hasn't heard of any complaints yet, but they're not taking any chances.
It happens periodically over the years, so we do hope if it comes this way, it moves out very quickly. Hopefully the colder waters will help keep it from getting any larger.
Krigler is hoping for the same.
My father-in-law is dealing with lung cancer, and so having the red tide move in can certainly play a big effect on physical health as well.
The state health officials say they'll continue to test the waters in Gulf Shores and Orange Beach weekly to make sure the levels of red tide have not increased. Reporting live in Baldwin County, I'm Corey Pippen, NBC 15 News.
Corey, thanks. Now, the red tide is not a bacteria, but a toxic algae bloom that can affect you even if you don't get in the water. Swimmers are at risk from both skin contact with the toxic water and from ingesting it. Anyone near the shore can breathe in a toxic mist. You can also get sick from contaminated fish or shellfish. Symptoms of skin contact or inhalation of the red tide include coughing and sneezing, shortness of breath, as well as throat, eye, and skin irritation. We watched as the red tide has seeped closer and closer to our area. It has been killing fish and causing breathing problems for months on Florida's southern Gulf Coast and has moved into the Panhandle in the past couple of months. You can see the much higher concentrations in the Tampa area there. Now that it's here, we can only hope conditions kill off the dangerous algae bloom quickly.